Welcome to our presentation on our therapy group regarding coping skills for children. This presentation was put together by Lisa Weingart, Sunita Dolan, Chris Baisley, and Ashley Dombrowski. The group explanation is pretty simple. Our primary focus is to help children learn coping skills through therapy and activities. Our children will come from different backgrounds and will be referred to us by different schools, their social workers at their schools, professionals, and of course, parents as well. We anticipate being funded through donations and different fundraising methods. The goals of our group are to teach healthy ways to cope with difficult situations. This can include issues like anxiety or just learning social skills. We want to teach strategies to help calm oneself. We want to also ensure that each child within our group feels welcome, heard, and is respectful to themselves, others, and to the rules within our group. The roles within our group will be from social workers who act as facilitators. These social workers will specialize in different children coping skills and therapy activities to calm oneself and equip themselves with the best strategies to make it through difficult situations. We will have guest speakers. This could include a school counselor, also a therapist, or even a representative from local recreational centers to go over the plethora of activities that are offered, from sports to swimming, cooking classes, and other things of that nature. We've reviewed much literature to come to this conclusion that children, especially after the COVID-19 pandemic, have had increased mental health issues. We feel that this was a critical time in development where children kind of missed accessibility to learning and playing with other children, where they would normally find that they learn the basic coping skills. And without having those situations, they've kind of missed out. So, through literature, we found that this is a niche that needs to be filled. We anticipate having sponsorship from Coping Kids, which is a 501c organization whose mission is teaching effective coping skills to deal with life struggles. Coping Kids will partner with the NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness, who will support the group through funding and establish the group to be held in either a local library or school. The membership and recruitment composition will be for children ages 7 to 11. Again, we'll recruit the group members through social work, schools, therapists, community centers, hospitals, and even using online media like different parent groups. The group will include all genders, ethnicities. Priority will be given for children who are already exhibiting symptoms of depression, anxiety, or even have a mental health diagnosis previously. This will be a closed group. We want to do a 12-week session with one meeting per week. The group will be held to any members, any ethnicities. We anticipate having a diverse group from all different backgrounds, gender, sexual orientation, and of course disabilities. All are welcome here that do fit that developmental stage of the age 7 to 11. We want to encourage positivity and open feedback between the group members. We want to make sure no one is interrupting. It is hard enough to get kids to share their feelings sometimes. So once someone is sharing their feelings and into the discussion, we want to make sure that that process of thought is not interrupted. We will always be doing icebreaker activities to get brains going, to get kids bonding. But of course, we want them to be respectful, show acceptance. There will be no judgment and no violence. There's a zero tolerance policy on that. We want to really create a safe place for all group members to share by holding personal boundaries, adhering to the rules, and having respect for all group members and leaders. As a positive leader, a supporter, and a harmonizer, we really want to be the role model for these children within our group. We will begin with an orientation prior to the group starting. We want to make sure a waiver is signed to begin with. That waiver will ensure confidentiality. None of this information will be shared. It will be private. We also want to begin with a discussion for the parents and for the children, just so we can set an expectation of what we expect and what we think that they will gain from the group. We will also discuss the goals and the responsibilities within the group, just to ensure that everyone is on the same page. The contract will be as follows: 1 session per week. This will typically be on a Monday to start the week off. It will be a 1-hour session in the after-school hours from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. We would love to run a 12-week program. Parental involvement will be at the beginning, but otherwise we do prefer a drop-off session so the kids can feel free to be themselves. The meetings will be held at our local school or library. This will ensure handicap accessibility. While this program will be free and donations are encouraged, transportation will be required by the parent or professional. We will need to have the child dropped off and picked up at the end of each session. We do offer the free sessions, but we would absolutely love any donations and would accept any donations, not necessarily monetary donations, but materials. We would love for books to be donated, or crafts, board games. We would love to have music throughout the meetings. We feel that that's a great way to get kids feeling like themselves, feeling more comfortable, and having a good time. Music is a wonderful therapy to use for all ages. The structure of the meeting will be a 30-minute lesson. It will be kind of a discussion, back and forth discussion, but the second 30 minutes will be the get up and go, the activity, the role play, the practicing of these coping skills that we are learning for the day. Each day will have a specific focus and a specific theme. The focus will be discussed the week prior, just so the children know what to expect when they do arrive for the day. The takeaway from our coping skills group is that we want to teach children the necessary techniques to face the day, whether it's something so small as breathing exercises to something much bigger, to taking a break, going to play outside, taking a shower, eating healthy, do the things that make them smile, do the things that they need to get through the day, to face the hard situations. Everyone has a mental health, and we want to focus on having the best mental health. We want to teach our children how to be the best versions of themselves, and we want to give them the tools for their tool belt to handle life the best that they possibly can. More tools in your tool belt is always a good thing. We appreciate you taking the time. We hope to welcome all children ages 7 to 11 to learn about different techniques and coping skills. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for listening.